Nothing lasts forever. If you are a top car company, you are not going to be at the top forever. If you are the world best in football, you cannot beat time. The richest man in the world was once Bill Gates. He's not that anymore. Do you see where I'm going with this? Reality comes for us all. Many women can afford not to live in reality, but only for a short period of time. The brick wall of reality is one that shocks women when they meet it. When they reach a certain age, everything that has been holding them up in Final Fantasy ends. Then everything they have been thinking start looking like a lie. And many of them can't really handle it. Now let's talk about many of them. Let's say a fine 16 to 17-year-old girl. Every morning she wakes up to like 5 to 10 different good morning messages, because guys, they F up even married men did there. The good morning messages are minus the messages that she left unread because maybe she slept up or she had to sleep. Then there are messages from guys that she found unworthy to answer or continue chatting with them. She'll read the messages but leave them hanging. Plus there's many friend requests, some random guys that might get their numbers and call them, and the ones that walk up to them and try to talk to them. Now because of all of this, she doesn't even develop the skills to chat. She only answers questions. How are you? Fine. Many of them don't even ask, are you? Now imagine a girl living that life from 16 years to 31 years. She's been in the zone for like 15 years. Now many of these ladies feel that their attention is money. Some of them, if it looks like you can't give them money, they'll stop talking or chatting with you. That's why if you're talking with some girls and you ask them what are they bringing, they will say, my gist. Now isn't my gist important? Some believe that their gist is equal to money. A few phone calls, many men want to take them out to eat wherever they want to eat and buy them whatever they ask. Now that 15 years of her being in the zone, some of the guys that were around her because they want to knock, some of them have knocked and gone. Some left because no show. The ones that she's using to just get whatever she wants, many of them have either gotten smart or gotten tired of that, so they have moved on. The beauty she once has isn't as what it used to be, and they are younger, hotter and less smarter ones on the block now. In the morning that she used to get like 30 messages, now it's like 7 messages and 3 are from her family members. All that attention is drying up. She's bored. What does she do? She messaged one of those guys that she used to find boring. The mumu, instead of him to just answer her questions, he will start trying to chat with her, which will give her back her confidence. Then she'll read his messages and leave it hanging because she has gotten that boost she needed. But guess what? That boost isn't going to last for long. That 7 may drop to 3, and from that 3, 2 of them are by people she doesn't even want to talk with. Many of the guys around her are now married. Many of them don't have her time anymore. Many of the guys around her right now just only want to knock, and she really can't even build them the way she used to. Before, she only needed 2 or 3 guys to keep up with her monthly spending. Now because of age and the failing economy, she has to get that number up to 5, but she really can't because of age. It can't do almost like the same thing some feminists they go through. When them they're young, it is cute because many guys where they agree to waiting then they talk just want knock them. The other guys where they around them, maybe they want change their mind, so she they get better attention. The ones where want knock, they don't knock, or some of them go no go, so they don't work out. The ones where want change her mind, they don't give up, but then got better things to be doing. So what next for them? Either they become more radical or then go abandon ship. At this point, even if they abandon ship, many people know they trust them. Or your good friend age don't come up, then loneliness sets in. Men understand loneliness because they met it at a very early age and they handle it well. That's why being young girls saying I want to be left alone. That's because they have too many men giving them attention. That's why when they finally meet real loneliness, they can't handle it. There's a difference of having men that you don't like disturbing you loneliness and having no man disturbing you loneliness. Men handle loneliness by finding things to help them cope, or they delete themselves from this world. Women are going to say that's why they are going to make money, like making money is that easy. But even if you do, it cannot end loneliness, only suppress it. But for how long do you think you can? What I'm trying to say here is that guys meet reality from entering teenage years and women meet reality far along the line. But reality is not bad when you meet somebody that wants to be with you in reality, not Final Fantasy.
I'm so sad right now because I just came to like a realization. These past few days have been so hard for me. Because like, you know how men say that women have toxic feminism and like you'll get to a certain age and like no one will want to marry you and no one will love you. I feel like I've gotten to that point, guys. Like I was so hung on to this feminism thing and I missed out on marriage. Now like I'm at a point in my life where like I'm so bitter. I'm so jealous of people who have marriages because they're so happy and their husbands don't even cheat on them. And like men are just the best, you know. Like right now is when I'm realizing like I can't do without them. And right now I'm like, I don't care like if you are rich or poor, tall, dark, handsome, ugly, me I don't care, by the way. As long as you're a man and you're breathing, like that's the only qualification I need because I'm just so desperate for a husband. Like there's a lot of pressure around me. So if you can deal, I'll marry you immediately. I'll wash your clothes. I'll cook for you. I'll have your children.